One thing is having business in mind, another thing is learning and knowing how to implement and bring it out for the world to see. In today's episode of Glide with Priscilla, I am bringing to you guys a popular street food, or let me say street meat seller, Kotinho, who roasts and sells pork meat in his street. We are going to interview him, ask him how he has been doing, his struggles and other good stuff, and of course, spend the day with him.
I started with 3 kilos of meat. I was gripped by fear.
Why?
I was like, me, how am I eating Kotinho? Want to go and sell meat?
Honestly, this pork meat is so delicious that I cannot afford not to eat it a day.
Unafuta kwa tata? Unafuta kwa lafiya ta? Kuna kwezi bwana? Okay, nada.
He begins his day as early as 8 o'clock in the morning, where he goes to the market to get the pork meat and other things needed to be added. Because he's a modern cook or a modern chef, he cooks with gas. And actually, he's kicking off his first business of the year today. So he went to fill up the gas to avoid disappointment. After filling up the gas, he went into the market to get the meat and all the things needed or all the necessary ingredients for the meat. Guys, we are here and guess what? The people that are meant to sell the meat for him are not here already. Like they are not here, and we don't even know if they went to get the meat or whatever. But we'll still wait for them, and I will update you guys later. After waiting for like an hour or two, they brought the meat. So he proceeds to choose the perfect one for him and his customers. After cutting the meat for him, he went ahead to pack it by himself to avoid stressing anybody. And of course, he counts it while he pack it. Then after, we proceed and went into the market to get the ingredient which is going to be used to cook the pork meat. He first stopped by here to get ingredients like curry, thyme, ginger, garlic, other stuffs. Then we went deep into the market again to get pepper that he's going to be using for the cooking. We got like a cup of pepper. We still bought more pepper. He said it's for the sauce. And we got opaka oil bean also for the sauce. We also bought vegetables St. Leaf precisely also for the sauce. He also gets onions and leather or cellophane, whichever way you call it. He gets it for tying and of course selling the pork meat. After that, we went forward to get charcoal for the roasting. After getting everything he needs for the preparation, we set to go home. You guys remember that earlier we went to fuel the gas, so he stopped the keke to get his gas. Actually, he's going home with drop. just I was waiting for him, I saw these amazing guys. They were like, "What are you doing?" I said I was videoing. They were like, "Okay, put us too." Okay. After a long day, 3 to 4 hours later, he said to go to his business place since he actually doesn't hawk it, but he has it in a bucket where he carries it and has a place where he sells and of course roast his meat. Hey guys, so we are finally about to interview the almighty. What's your name again?
Continuous grill.
Yes, so I'm so excited now.
Pork
So,
grill.
okay, continue.
Continuous pork grill.
You guys already know. So, so can we meet you?
My name is Ogbudeprescillia Emmanuel, aka Continue.
Grill porkmeat.
Um,
That one is not rampant. It's not well known.
I'm popularly known as Continue, sha. That is why I named my grill Continuous Grill.
That is that Coutinho that used to play for Liverpool now. He's now a porkmeat seller. So can you tell us your story? How you started? How you have been going? All that good stuff.
It's just just wow. It's just wow. Like,
When did you start it?
I started this business last year, 2022. Last year, 1st of August, 2022.
So the first day you started, how was it? Can you tell us the first day how it went?
Okay. All I can say is that initially, when I started, after preparing my meat at home, I wanted to take it out. I was gripped by fear.
Why?
I was like, me, how am I to continue? Want to go and sell meat? But on a second thought, I waved away all the fears. I summoned courage from nowhere. I took the meat out. Initially, I bought a small quantity of meat. I started with 3 kilo of meat. That is literally 75 to 80 pieces of meat. That is when you chopped them, 100 naira. So I started with 3 kilo. I went out that day. To my utmost surprise, it was like as if they were waiting for me.
Did you make advert before you start?
Actually, I didn't make any advert, but I had the great courage. When I summoned the courage, I had the great mind that this thing must sell because my name is already selling in the street. So definitely, what I want to sell must actually sell. So I brought it out. They roasted it. They were like, you went and brought 2 pieces of meat for us to eat. I told them initially, I didn't know that it's going to go like this. So that was how I started the first day. Then the second day and the days afterwards,
You are topping
I
every
was
day.
topping every day by 2 kilo. Now, so I was topping every day by 2 kilo till when I reached to my brim, where I think that is where my selling point is, or where I can actually start and go by the desired time I want, because I don't want to be staying longer. I normally come out around 4:30. I will go around 8.
The first day you started, you were kind of shy, afraid that almighty continue.
I was actually nervous.
So
Had it been I haven't cooked the meat, I would have quit. I would drop everything and go and sleep. But I just summoned courage from nowhere. Boom! I went out there, sold everything within a short period of time. Then
so that will now
that gave me a very big motivation to go on with it. Had it been I didn't sell anything, or had it been I was dragging my meat with flies, that would have been a massive disappointment. So,
okay, that brings me to ask you this question. Do you think Nigerian youths are lazy?
Actually, I can't tell, Sha. I can't tell because I only know myself and my siblings. You understand? I don't know people and their minds out there. But seeing from these things, or from the look of things I saw or I have seen, they are not lazy because we are eager to hustle no matter what. That is why if you go to the market, you see barrow pushers, pure water hawkers, people in the butcher line, very segment of businesses, we see them. So I don't think they are lazy, or even if they are lazy, the hardworking ones are bigger than the lazy ones.
Yes. So did you learn this business or God gave you the idea?
Actually, I seek for instructions and for directions from the people doing it. But that didn't mean I learnt it from anywhere. I just asked them what and what they used to do and how they used to buy the meat and those stuffs. So, but I just got the initiative from God. I started it, or I didn't ask people how to cook or how I can do it.
So I have a quick question. How do you do this? Like, Goshia, how did you do this? Like, it looks so, sexy. Let me use the word sexy. How did you come across to do this? Guys, take a look at it. Even if you don't want to eat, like seeing this, you would want to eat. So, how do you go ahead to do this?
Actually, I saw it in someone's home, but not exactly like this. So, and I think that's going to be a good idea if I apply this pattern as well. So I did it. This kind of a thing now. The garnishing normally brings people closer to the business. Or to, it's just a 500.
This one's
Just for 100. So this one I call it Bendan Select.
Which one?
Yes. But this one's are for the big guys.
Okay, big G,
Yes.
chilling with the big boys.
Yeah, that kind of a thing.
Sir, what's in here?
Oh, this is the sauce because in Nigeria, as a Nigerian, as an Africa precisely, we like pepper too much. So and pork meat goes with pepper. This is the combination of pepper, salt, opaka, scent leaf, onions, and some little touch of maggi.
Wow.
Yes.
So can you just lick it like this?
You can.
No. You try it. Thank you.
Not recommended for Osa people.
You know what?
Not recommended for Osa people.
Thank you, sir. So where do you see yourself and you agree with the next, in the next 5 years?
Oh my God, I'm not anticipating to be here in the next 5 years. No, I'm not.
Like you
I'm not.
hoping to quit?
Not quitting, but making it more bigger and lively. So the plan is, I have a limited time I will do this business because I can't be doing this to the rest of my life. Or rather, I will increase it to something bigger. So by this time in the next 5 years, if I'm still doing business, it won't be in this small scale. I will make something very big, add it up with many other things like beer parlor and stuff like that. But if I'm not to do it, all I know is that this is very lucrative. It will yield me money that will make me to do something bigger.
Don't you plan on having second branches, wherever you reach, this is continuous grill?
God's plan though. If God wishes that I will have so many branches, so be it. But for now, it's not in my mind to have so many branches because it's not in my mind now. But maybe later it will be. So I have great love for the job. So definitely, it's going to come to my mind to have so many branches.
If you're not the owner of this business, would you recommend this pork meat to others?
Yes, I will recommend this pork meat business to others far away from me, not someone close to me.
It's not like someone that is going to do it for money making. Will you recommend customers?
I don't understand.
If you're not the owner of this business, for example, I'm the owner and you eat first, would you recommend people, come back and eat though?
I'm not to answer that question. It's my customer that will answer that question.
No, you are meant to answer it because it's your food, it's your business, so you know.
Who would say no? Who would say no to that? Definitely say yes. Say yes, because you can't just make something and ask people not to come and eat, or you tell them that what you make is not good. Who does that? Okay,
what makes you different from other pork meat sellers?
I don't actually know what, because I haven't tasted other people's own or varieties of it. But I know something makes me so unique, which is the way I prepare my own.
So can you share with us?
No, I can't share publicly with you for now, for some reasons.
Why?
For some reasons best known to me. I can't share the way I prepare my meat publicly now.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you have to say to other people, other youths out there waiting for government-owned work?
What I have to say to them is just to keep pushing, be creative, think outside the box. Don't just depend on, for example, graduate. Don't just depend on whatever you've studied. Especially to graduate out there, don't just sit down or sit there and look for white collar job. Whereas you have so many things you can lay your hands on that can yield you money, be a very big money. Yes, just for the youth to think outside the box, be creative, ask God, pray, ask for God's wisdom and God's creativity to give you creative mindset to know because at first when I thought of this business, I just knew that nobody's doing it there, doing it in this this area. So I said yes, it's a good idea. So just to crown it all, pray, think, and be creative.
I want to ask your customers to give me their review and recommendation. Am I free to?
Yes.
Shebi, queen atano continue. Queen atata continue. So yes, you can like it tayo for sure. But do you give free of charge? You can tire.
I'll give you free of that. Yes, we dash.
Okay, you dash. You can tire. You know they go to when they go. You know dash you.
Meat is sweet. When you eat one, you eat another one. Okay, the pork meat is okay. It's palatable and sumptuous enough to eat. You understand? So anyone in this vicinity should come because I'm as I saw and as I'm seeing, the whole thing has been the what and what and what.
Guys, I can see an Oyibo here. Oyibo used to eat pork meat. Oyibo, do you used to eat pork meat? Okay, as I can see, I eat pork meat already. So what's your honest review?
Honestly, this pork meat is so delicious that I cannot afford not to eat it a day. So I advise my friends to come and give it a test and see what I'm seeing right now. Thank you.
Okay, would you mind buying for me?
No problem.
Ah, shit! Put it on. Put it on, baby. Put it on, baby. Do we have 10 stars? Do we have 10 stars? Oh my goodness. Guys, this is what try. Like, make sure you drive to this place. Your location, like, just ask me for location. This is Gariki precisely. Come here and try this pork meat and trust me, you will not regret it. See you guys later. Please, if up to this moment you've not subscribed, I'm checking out. Please make sure do subscribe. Thank you. Bye.